So I want to set the record straight on the most underrated player in youth football. The most underrated player in youth football is hands down the center. And I think a close number two are the cornerbacks. I'm going to share with you the 3 traits I like for my center and my cornerbacks to have. Okay, so let's start with the center. I like for my centers to be smart, grounded, and tough. When I say smart, I want this kid to have an understanding of the game of football. I want him to understand the field. Now let's talk about being grounded, and this is a very important one. When I say grounded, I need this kid to work great under pressure. Since he's going to touch the football every single play on offense, I want him to be as consistent and low risk as possible. If you got a center that doesn't respond well under pressure, he will make some mistakes, especially in tight games. Don't tell me how I know. I've been there. I've lost a game off of one of my centers just breaking under pressure. So make sure he's grounded. Number 3, of course, you want a center that's tough that can take a hit. In other words, you want a kid that can take on those monster defensive tackles that's in the 5'3" or the 6'2" defense. Okay, so let's talk about the cornerbacks. So most youth football coaches will put at least one of their scrubs at cornerback. You've probably done it. I've done it. We've all done it. But you're missing out on a big opportunity with putting one of your scrubs out there, because that player can be a reinforcement, and he actually is a reinforcement to secure the edge. So in terms of my cornerback, I want him athletic, I want him extremely physical, and I want him to have some grit. Always share the story of my cornerback, Little Colton, that came onto the team. Colton was on my 12U team. This kid was like 65 pounds. He looked like a 3rd grader. Little Colton built a reputation in our league because his little behind was not afraid to tackle, and he was flipping running backs and quarterbacks. I will take a gritty Little Colton any day over a kid that's afraid to tackle. Think about it this way. Since youth football teams are going to run the ball 80 to 85% of the time, it will pay to have a cornerback on the edge who can help those linebackers. And it's like a secondary reinforcement with stopping the run to the outside. So don't put a scary kid out there. Put a gritty, tough, hard-nosed kid out there. Cornerbacks like these go great in the 4-4 defense, the 6-2 defense, or the 4-2-5 defense. If you want to learn more about these playbooks, you can just go to my link in the bio. Till next time, beast out. Peace.